Another thing is, if you really feel this strongly about it, you know, YouTube is a good way to go. There's nothing wrong with YouTube at all. A lot of people have gotten a lot of great things and life-changing events that have happened off of YouTube. So, yeah, put it on YouTube. But also, why not just go to the people themselves? Go to the people in the head offices of the fraternities and sororities and stuff like that. You really want to, if you really feel some type of way, because right now, I'm not saying that you're wrong, but it seems like you're just blowing smoke. That's really all it is. It's kind of like if I have a problem with my car, I'm going to go to the dealership and talk to the person who sold me the car because I have a problem with this. I'm going to go straight to the person. I can't go to the manufacturer because they're not in the States. So that's kind of odd and off. Can't do that. But I'm going to go to the person who put me in this position. If I have a problem with my fraternity or anything like that or something that's going on, I'm going to go straight to the person that I know is in charge. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm going to try to just maneuver my way. A question was asked, can Christians be in fraternities and sororities? And I'm going to go ahead and say yes, because as a person who is in a fraternity, my fraternity does not interfere with my belief. You know what I'm saying? I believe in God. I believe that He died on the cross for my sins and He's washed me clean. I've gone under the water to confess this, so on and so forth. Now, my fraternity brothers, a lot of them are in the same church I'm in. A lot of them go to church. We've swapped churches, because, sometimes you like to go visit other churches, see what you're talking about this week. You know what I'm saying? We're on faith right now. We're on faith of God. So, I don't really believe necessarily that, that question is really hard to answer, unless you're not in a Greek lettered organization of some sort. Now, of course, that is an opinion, which, like I commented on the young woman's page, opinion, there's nothing wrong with an opinion, just don't try to make your opinion seem like it is the only opinion available, which that's not true, and as educated people, we should all know that, and we all do, I'm not slighting anybody. And now I'm going to take it to just blacks on blacks. It seems like now, and I don't like to be the racist person. I'm not even racist, so it doesn't really matter because I love all people. But I do have a question. When it comes down to such issues as this, black fraternities, Christianity, religious beliefs, why is it that us as African Americans are always butting heads? Like, what is that? What is that all about? We are a very opinionated people. I definitely believe that. But on the same token, why are we always attacking each other with these opinions? I don't understand that. Like there are Caucasian fraternities and sororities, there are Latin fraternities and sororities, there are Christian fraternities and sororities. There are business fraternities, honor fraternities. There is a scrutiny that are they receiving any scrutiny? You know what I'm saying? Because if they are a fraternity, as though they claim to be, then of course they have rituals, bylaws, so on and so forth that they must follow as well. And the basic principle for all of these fraternities and sororities, is that you are in a group with like-minded people, and you all have a similar goal to better your community. Within my fraternity, I joined because they actually came to a particular high school that affected my community greatly, because majority of the people that I mentored, as far as the young people, they went to this high school, including my younger brother and siblings. So when they got there, they actually changed a lot of lives. So I was like, oh, I want to be a part of something like that. I actually want to do, that much more within my community. It was like they do community service. I do community service too. I've always done community service. But on the same token, with like that stamp, that's just like, it's not what you know, who you know. It's like with that stamp of that fraternity's name, everybody now, it's getting recognized. You know what I'm saying? With all of the news that we see nowadays when it comes to African Americans, you think that we would be excited to hear about fraternities and sororities doing work out in the community, But my man on YouTube is talking about a worshiping of other gods and stuff like that. Now maybe it's just because I have not seen this that I'm confused, but I am kind of wondering as to where exactly did all of his research come from. I don't know anything about like sitting there and worshiping anything. You know, okay, this is a typical meeting with me and my fraternity brothers. They talk about the community service events. Of course, it's a business, you know what I'm saying? So we're in the business of helping people. And we throw on different events, you know what I mean? Community-based events where it's just like, you know, well, let's just get the brothers together, let's all mingle. A lot of the times, honestly, it's just a bunch of socializing and a bunch of catching up. Just think about it. If you meet like once a month, something like that, then of course you had 29 other days where you wasn't around them. You know, some of us meet other times, but on the same token, yeah, that's essentially what it is. Something else that's funny to me is that everybody assumes that if you're in a black Greek lettered organization or whatever like that, that if you have like a sorority sister or a fraternity brother in a high position, they're gonna get you a job. That's not guaranteed either. The purpose of the fraternities, a lot of them, you know what I mean, like I said, it's community service, but a lot of people join it for networking possibilities. You know, you get to meet people all over the country and everything like that and share like-minded thoughts. So a majority of the jobs that I've gotten have been based off of my skill sets. None of them have been based off of who I know. You know, they might have pointed me to a person, but that person wasn't the key figure of me getting the job. It was like somebody else that didn't care anything about my affiliation or anything like that. They just saw my resume and they liked it. The messy part about arguing with people when it comes to them quoting and using scriptures is that they're using scriptures. So it's kind of like you don't want to look like you're that person that's going against the Bible's teachings or anything like that. You know what I mean? And a lot of us, kind of why we take things, you know, and just kind of like rock with it. Even my teacher in my church told me, you know what I'm saying, don't believe everything I say, you know, do research for yourself. You know what I mean? Which is a good concept. That's something that I'm definitely glad he said to us. You know what I'm saying? Because of course, you know what I mean? Think about it. You know, just because a person is in a certain position doesn't necessarily mean that everything that they say is wholeheartedly the truth. Now, I mean, I believe in what he's saying, but of course he's challenging me to do further research, you know, to go even deeper. You know what I mean? Which is something that we all need to do. I mean, there's no way around that. I don't want to beat a dead horse, but yeah, that's pretty much my take on the whole video. I'm gonna keep on watching just because I find it very interesting. You know, as you know, as a person who is in a Greek lettered organization and as a Christian, I find it very I think it's kind of funny, actually. You know what I'm saying? Because some of the things on here he's saying, and I'm listening, and I'm like, okay, I don't think that's entirely true. Maybe you might have switched that up to work for you, but on the same token, it is what it is. You know, that's what people are gonna do. Like, I know a lot of people do that. You bring up a past event, you know what I'm saying, to try to support the present. On that note, you know, I guess there's not much more I can say. I do appreciate it. And I'm going to holler at you guys on the flip. My cell phone's ringing. Thank you.